Hi YouTube, so today I want to show you how to make a cheap guitar sound like $1 million. Well, maybe not quite. So what I have here is, I think it's an Epiphone Les Paul Junior. It says Junior model. I don't know if it's the Maestro. I'm not sure. It's a 2011 model. I just recently picked it up at a pawn shop for the whopping price of $95. $95. And I've played it. It plays great. It's a bolt neck, but it's got a single humbucker, volume tone, and it has a chip on the nut right here. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, you can see it pretty good. The nut's chipped. But anyway, regardless, it plays and sounds great. No fret sprout whatsoever. The neck is it's a C shape, I guess. It feels really good in the hand. It won't hardly stay in tune. These tuners suck. But when it is in tune, it sounds tits. I mean, it sounds great. So, but what I'm going to do, I bought it specifically because it was $95 and it was a badass guitar. But I want to add some parts to it to see how it improves the sound. So first of all, I bought a new nut, Tech, for an Epiphone post or a pre-2014 Epiphone. And I got this off Reverb because these are actually hard to find. I got it off Reverb for, I think, 13 bucks. And then I have this Tech Resomax wraparound bridge, and I believe it retails for $140, $150. And then I ordered these Tech ratio tuners, and I believe that I can't remember exactly what I paid for them. They're around $140, $150 or so. I'll put the price on the screen. I'll show you the receipt, or I'll just show you a screenshot of what they actually are listed for. I bought them from American Musical Supply. So I'm going to add these three components to this guitar, but first I want to play it and let you hear what it sounds like now, and then I'll play it and let you hear what it sounds like after I install the new parts. I do have a new set of Ernie Ball regular slinky strings on it, and you can see I left the ends long because I'm actually going to reuse these strings. I put them on fresh for this video, and then I'm going to try to save them with the new parts so it has the exact same strings on it. So with that, let's go. All right, so I haven't done anything except put these strings on it, and I'm tuning it for the umpteenth time, and it could just be the strings are stretching, but I think these tuners really are bad on this guitar. I mean, structurally the guitar is outstanding, and it really does sound good. I'm recording it through this little Gorilla amp because I wanted an actual amplifier mic'd so you could get a real feel of what this guitar sounds like. Now I could record direct with my Line 6 Spider 5 or any number of the effects processors I have, but I just wanted a really organic sound. So this is a 1986 Gorilla Tube Cruncher TC35, and so we're gonna see what it sounds like that. Now I'm not a phenomenal guitarist, but you'll get the gist of it. All right, so this is unadulterated. This is the Epiphone Les Paul Junior Maestro. I'm not real sure which one it is, but it's a 2011 Epiphone. It says Junior model on the headstock, and this is what it sounds like recorded. And we're going to see if these parts will really make that much of a difference. So that's the comparison. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install these this GraphTech nut. It's a PT6060 for a pre 2014, I believe, Epiphone, including all the imported Epiphones, which is there any other kind, and this Resomax GraphTech wraparound bridge, and these GraphTech ratio tuners, and we're going to see if it makes any difference in the sound of this guitar. So here we go. All right, so I've got the tuners off this thing. I already installed the nut. See it right there, that's the GraphTech nut. But I took the tuners out, and I discovered that these Epiphone posts, these Jin Ho tuners, have a very narrow post on them, and that's the GraphTech, and this is the Jin Ho. It's substantially thicker at the base of this thing, and they won't fit in there. They just won't go in all the way. It's too big. So I'm going to have to drill it, and I'm using these what do they call these Inviso guide locators. They center the tuners into the original position. This is the ones that it actually takes, because you'll notice the design of that. That's the one that you would want to use to mount the GraphTech ratio tuner. And so I've got a drill bit here. Actually, I've got two drill bits. They both fit in there. This one's a little bit thicker, but when I put this one on the drill bit, it's about the same slack as this is inside of that. So I'm going to go with the smaller one first, 3/8. That sounds about right. And if that doesn't work, then I'll go with the slightly bigger one. But yeah, I'm going to have to drill on this guitar. So bear with me. All right, so I pulled a late nighter putting these parts on, but I did get them put on, and I may or may not have had an incident when drilling the holes for the new tuners, the ratio locking tuners. Having the right tools and taking your time is always better than doing what I did. However, I did repair it with a Sharpie, so don't judge me. But anyways, I got them installed, and got it tuned up. The strings are still stretching because they're brand new strings. I had them strung with the old hardware, and then I salvaged them and put them on with the new hardware, and I've been stretching them, so but hopefully it'll stay in tune now. It's supposed to. It's got locking tuners, but anyways, I've got it all tuned up. Let's see what it sounds like. I'm running on about 4.5 hours sleep. This is the next day. And anyways, that's kind of an idea. I'm going to record a direct mix. I'm actually miking this, if I can show you. So I'm actually miking this to see if I can show you. Okay. Woo! Zoom, 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 zoom. All right. So I'm using this Gorilla amp, and I've got two Shure SM57s. One about 2 inches from the grill, and another one about 7 inches from the grill. And so it kind of got a little stereo mix going on there. But that's what I'm doing. I'm recording this with an actual amplifier. I'm thinking maybe it'll capture the actual change, if any. I don't know. I'll have to listen to the playback and see. But anyways, there it is. I'll give you a close-up view of the hardware I installed. And leave your opinion in the comments. Does it sound any better? Is it worth it? It's a $95 guitar. Did I improve it? Did I screw it up? I did chip it, but I fixed it with the Sharpie. And I'm not out a whole lot of money for the guitar itself, but it's still, this guitar actually feels really good in the hand. That's one thing that I was impressed about it. It just feels so good. So anyways, I did get some pickups in all new electronics that I have not installed yet. That will be for a later video. I got a Seymour Duncan black Winter, where the logo is actually black on it. Seymour Duncan Black Winter. And then I also got a black Seymour Duncan Invader. And I'm trying to decide which one, because I have 2 Invaders and 2 other guitars already. So I might try that Black Winter to see what it's about. This is just the stock Epiphone pickup right here. But it actually sounds pretty friggin' good, but I can't resist. I got to see what the Seymour Duncan's going to sound like. Anyways, leave your opinion in a comment. Did it sound any different? Did it sound any better? Worse? Is it worth it? It looks cooler. And now I have intonation adjustment on the resonant Resomax. Yeah, Tech Resomax wraparound bridge. I have the capability to adjust the intonation on it. And of course I have the Tech nut, where that'll help with some tuning issues, and plus the locking tuners, Tech ratio locking tuners. Anyways, I'm going to record a direct mix with drums and everything, and get your opinion on that with some rhythm and leads, and we'll go from there. All right, guys. Peace.